Hey, good evening and welcome into TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Welcome into our pregame show as we have the South Fulton Lady Rebels JV taking on the West Prairie Cyclones JV team. And our pregame show is brought to you as a service of JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor, the best gaming experience in McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer the area teams on to victory. Also brought to you tonight by the Bushnell Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offering full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come join the Bank of Friendly Service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck. Spartans Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Venture Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
And welcome back here. We are at Scioto, Illinois. Glad you're alongside for TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Let's go over the starting lineups for you here this evening. For the junior varsity Lady Rebels, it'll be freshman Abby Stevenson, also joined by freshman Tommy Gorsuch, Rebecca Busby, a freshman, Briley France, a freshman, and Sophie LaSales, a freshman for the Lady Rebels. Normally kind of a greenish purple, kind of greenish white. Tonight they've got the warm-up shirts on. I can't see the tops. For the West Prairie Cyclones tonight, they'll start a lineup of sophomore, 5'8" sophomore Maddie Hood, 5'5" freshman Janie Phelps, joined out there tonight by 5'4" sophomore Lauren Bell, also 5'3" sophomore Grace Vanonic, and 5'9" freshman Maya Churchill this evening. And we'll get ready to go here. Now, they are going to do 6-minute quarters here tonight. That's a little bit of a change from what they normally do on an evening, but each team a little bit, how should we say it, player challenged, as each one of them a little short on the bench. So they're going to do, I believe they're going to do 6-minute quarters. It will not be the running clock like it normally has been, because it's usually been about a 7-minute running quarter. It'll actually just be here tonight. It will be just a 6-minute quarter. And the officials letting the air out of the balls. I'm not sure where Tom Brady is, but we're not going to talk about that. The Lady Rebels getting ready here, as there will be no jump ball, and that is due to, of course, trying to keep hands off of each other and limit the contact. Bring the ball inbounds for the Lady Rebels will be LaSales. She'll trigger into Gorsuch as they come across the timeline here. Gorsuch dribbling it up, 1-2-2 zone put on here. Down on the corner, they'll wing it for Stevenson. Back out top, working around for LaSales. Nearly tapped and stolen away, but picked back up, lobs it toward the outside. Fake. And up top, swing it around here, put on the way by LaSales, who will knock home the three, make it 3-0 South Fulton. 5.5-minute mark here, this first quarter play. Lauren Bell, far side, looking out top, fires to Janie Phelps. She'll pick up her dribble, come to Vanonic. Vanonic fakes on the near side, shot from the L. A little bit long, rebound. Hood down with it, but lost it. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be over to the Rebels. Rebels will head back the other way. And that's going to be in the hands of Gorsuch. Gorsuch kicks on the outside for LaSales. LaSales down in the corner for Stevenson. Wings it into the lane, back out, and a shot on the way by Gorsuch. 3 is good. See the 3, be the 3. 6-0 lead for South Fulton as we go under 5 minutes left to go here. First quarter. Vononic on the dribble. Has a wide open lane if she works it. Now dribbling. Phelps brings it over to Hood. Hood driving lane, lost the handle, stolen away, ripped away by France. France going to lob it up quickly to Gorsuch, and Gorsuch down the near side. Cut off by Phelps nicely. Kick back out, 3 on the way. France, that one just grazing the front of the rim, and will go out of bounds. It'll be back over to West Prairie. 6-0 lead here for South Fulton. As we get back to time going, again, if you're just tuning in, 6-minute quarters tonight, not the 7-minute running that we've had normally. As Vononic, couple of dribbles, looks to go in the lane, kick out for Hood. She fakes, swings it to Phelps. Phelps going to drive lane, puts up, shot no good. Rebound, Churchill had it, saved in bounds. Phelps with it, can't get it to go. Churchill the rebound, puts it up, puts it in, and good. Maya Churchill says, got your back, partner. As she puts it up and in, the Cyclones on the board at 6-2. As they work it around. Out top for Stevenson, or LaSales rather, down in the corner, shot on the way by Stevenson. No good. Churchill scoops up another rebound, and back out of there, they'll come with it. As Vononic brings it up to Bell. Bell to Hood. Hood pops 3, ringing up for Maddie Hood. And they've cut it to a 6-5 deficit. It is Rebels 6, Cyclones 5, 3:40 clock rolling first quarter. On the bounce is LaSalle, swings it down in the corner for Gorsuch. Back up top, they continue to swing it around. Move a player up in the high post. Now down to Stevenson, she'll drive in, and we have a bump block and or foul. And we'll see who that's whistled on. 3 suspects in the vicinity. Going to be whistled on Maddie Hood. That is her first, team first. As triggering it in now will be Gorsuch. Gorsuch, everybody lined up along the free throw line. Lauren Bell being the best distraction she can. Out to LaSales. Over to Stevenson. She'll put up the shot. Put it up and good. 18-footer. Up and down for Abby Stevenson. It is 8-5. Rebels by 3. 3:20 clock rolling first quarter as Vononic brings it up now. Man on man put on here by the Rebels. Vononic. Weaving near side, comes to the lane, the half hook shot no good. Rebound tipped and pulled down there by Gorsuch. Back the other way. They've got a 2-on-1. Bounce up and shot no good. Rebound fought from the lane. Vononic pulls it down. And out of there they'll go with it. To Phelps, back to Vononic. And they work it up here. Swinging to Hood, who had it go right through her hands and out of bounds. Second turnover on them in the quarter, and we have the ever-dreaded media timeout. We're going to step aside for just a moment. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or mdh.org.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Back here at Scioto, do want to thank some more of our sponsors, including Hensley Grain in rural Bushnell. They have a long family history of taking an active role in the Bushnell Prairie City School District, and especially Spartan Athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021, and enjoy this shortened athletic season. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 18, 19, again in 20. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. Into the game now and dribbling it up is Belle Adkins for the South Fulton Rebels. 8-5 lead here for the Rebels, as trapped in the corner was Kristen Essex. Now they're working around, back over to Adkins, 3 on the way, no good, and the rebound bounces right back to him. Kind of a wholesale substitutions here, dribbling with it now. Stevenson out top to Adkins, back on the outside for Essex. Essex a couple of dribbles, bounces in the lane, a spin and a wild hook shot in there. Pulled down by Lauren Bell. Bell grabs the defensive rebound. 8-5 lead here for the Rebels. Vononic will pull up, 3 on the way. Nope, no good. Rebound fought for. And pulling it down there is Mallory Sutton. Sutton off to Adkins. She'll dribble it across the timeline now as Vononic's met her. Lauren Powell will check in for the Cyclones in a moment. Very extended 1-2-2 zone. Holding it on the outside, Essex. Essex hounded by Phelps. Bounces it off the foot of Adkins, and we got a foul. Interesting to see who they whistle that on. It is going to be whistled on South Fulton's Adkins. That is her first, and first on the team. As Lauren Powell will check in. Janie Phelps will take a seat on the bench. Bringing it inbounds will be Maddie Hood. Vononic dribbles it across the timeline. And up here, they bring it into Churchill. Churchill out to Hood. Long 3 is no good. And the rebound chased in the corner, picked up there by Stevenson. Stevenson takes it away. They bring it quickly up the court, and nearly losing it was Truly Coster. Out to Adkins. Adkins will dribble it now. Down for Essex. Essex, couple of dribbles, chased by Powell. Overextending the zone a little bit, bouncing it into Coster. She's spinning in there. Double team, lost the handle on the ball, and out of bounds it goes. Turnover over, that second turnover on the Rebels. 8-5 lead now for the South Fulton Lady Rebels. Under a minute we go in the first quarter of play. Firing over to Powell. Powell dribbling in. Coster, I think, got a piece of it. Bell got it back, or Powell got it back, rather. And Adkins says, get that stuff out of here. Hood, ready to trigger it inbounds. Box off, kind of a sort of box offensive set. They're trying to lob into Bell. Bell will pop up the quick 3. And, well, Powell tried to save it in, but it is picked up there by Adkins. She'll drive in, shoot shot, and a blocking foul whistled on Hood. And that is 2 on Maddie Hood. Second on the team. And up to the free throw line will step Adkins to shoot 2. And we'll have wholesale substitutions back in again, kind of the line shift. At the Adkins free throw, a little bit short, missed the first one. And everybody but the shooter going out as coming back in, the starters, LaSalles, also France, Busby, and Gorsuch. And we'll have a whole line shift now as Adkins will set herself at the free throw line. Ready to put it on the way. Free throw is no good. And the rebound snapped up by Maddie Hood. Hood's going to bring it out of there. Up it comes to Bell. Bell going to drive in the lane. Lost the handle on it. Turned over by West Prairie. And they'll bring it back out of there. Adkins driving the lane. Bounce down. Shot is good. As putting it up and in was Sutton. And Sutton picks up her first 2 of the game. 10-5, 5-point lead here for South Fulton. 20 seconds left to go. Will the Cyclones work for one shot? Vononic driving lane. Puts it up and got fouled. Most likely that is going to be Briley France. It is. As up to the free throw line steps Grace Vononic. As we saw France, and I won't go into the rest of that. She picks up her first. As the second on team, Vononic missed the first. We'll spot up for number 2. Ready's the second one. No good. The rebound in the hands of Maddie Hood. She'll put it up. Won't get it to go. Rebound pulled down there by South Fulton. They'll bring it back the other way. At the handle with it is Gorsuch. Now on the lane, on the way. Nice shot and in by Busby. 3 seconds, 2, and that's going to end the first quarter of play as a nice shot at the buzzer by Busby. Going to put them up by a score of 12-5 at the end of one. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
And we are back here at the gym getting ready for quarter number 2. 12-5 is the lead here for the South Fulton Lady Rebels. We'll take a quick look in at the stats if we get a little time here. Rebounding wise, so far it is a 5, or actually is a 7-2 advantage here as we get back to action. And on the floor for West Prairie, it is Maddie Hood, Grace Vanonic, Maya Churchill, Lauren Powell, and Janie Phelps. For the Rebels, on the floor, it is Sutton Busby, also Gorsuch, LaSales, and France, I believe. That is now dribbling out. There's Vanonic. Vanonic working around here, cross courts it to Phelps. She'll wheel up top, pick up her dribble over to Powell, who couldn't make the handle on it, and turns it over out of bounds. Third turnover so far in this first half on West Prairie. 12-5, 7-point advantage now for the Rebels. Bring it inbounds. It is Gorsuch. She'll get it back from LaSales. Gorsuch back to LaSales. Holds on as Phelps jumps at her. Slides to France in the corner. Bounces in the lane. Busby going to spin. Blocked by Churchill. And Phelps comes out of there with it. Over to Vanonic. Nice job by Churchill on the block. And the Cyclones will bring it up. Powell with it out on the near side. She'll take a couple dribbles down, pulls up 17-footer, bounces around, and the rebound taken down by South Fulton. We do have a foul. They're trying to get it out of there as Grace Vanonic able to bat it away. And now Vanonic brings it in here. Line offensive set into Phelps. She'll bring it out to Hood. Hood swinging over to Powell. Powell going to back it on out of there as a reset offense. 5:10 left in this first half. And Vanonic shoots it, can't get it to go. LaSales able to pull down the rebound. Nearly lost the handle on it. Bounces out to Gorsuch, and away they'll go. Gorsuch quickly up. In the corner, they'll whip it into Busby. A little hard off the glass. Powell down with the rebound. And back come the Cyclones. Powell in the lane. Shot on the way. Won't stick. And the rebound tapped out of bounds. It is going to go over to South Fulton. Substitution coming in here for the Rebels. It is Essex. And also Adkins going to check back in. LaSales will bring it into Adkins. And she'll walk it up here. Met by Vanonic at half court. Dribbles toward the near side, gives it to France, back to Adkins, couple of dribbles, she'll shoot, shot, won't get it to go. Rebound, though, right there to put it up and in. It is Essex for the 2 and expands the South Fulton lead out to 14-5. 4:20 clock rolling here in this first half. Churchill out to Phelps. She'll dribble around, give to Vanonic. Vanonic down the near side, gets a pick, puts up 3, hard off the rim, rebound tipped by Phelps. Fires it back out to Vanonic. She'll go to put it up. Missed it. Phelps another rebound. And out to Hood. Hood going to set herself. As Hood dribbles down, looks to go in the lane. And we got a push foul. We're going to see who that's on. It's going to be on LaSales. That is her first. And on the team that is their third, Maya Churchill will come out as Bell comes in. Hood ready to trigger and bounce into Phelps. She'll shoot, shot, miss it. The backboard integrity check And off in the hands of Adkins it comes for South Fulton. Quickly up into the corner to France. And tapped out of bounds as the Cyclones able to get to it. Adkins ready to trigger in bounds. The Cyclones in a very small 2-3 zone. Adkins in the corner. Powell tried to get underneath it. Couldn't air ball. And the rebound pulled down by Lauren Bell. Off to Venonic. Cyclones down 14-5 with 3.5 left in this second quarter of play. Glad you're alongside. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. And now Powell will dribble it out there. Holds. Watches Phelps cut through. Trying to run a little bit of that Illinois motion offense into Bell. And Bell, not sure where she was going. Fifth turnover in the first half on the Cyclones. LaSalle's will go out as coming in is Abby Stevenson. 3:15 left to go here in this second quarter play. 14-5 lead now for South Fulton. Adkins with the dribble. Back to Cyclones yet to score in the quarter. Down in the corner, bringing it to France. She'll shoot 15-footer, no good. Adkins the rebound, puts it up, nope. And out of there with it comes Maddie Hood. Hood quickly up to Powell. Powell back out to Hood, who'll drive the far side lane, bounce down for Venonic. Gives a look for Powell. Powell shoots shot, 10-footer, won't go. Rebound pulled out of there by Essex. Off to France and off to Adkins, and they'll work it up here. 2.5. Clock roll in second quarter, 14-5 lead. Down in the corner for Stevenson, quickly into Busby, and brings it out of there, out to Stevenson, shot up, and good. Got a little bit of the friendly home roll, and we've got the timeout. That is the fourth for Abby Stevenson in this first quarter. As they bring it up and on the way, dribbling down is Venonic. She'll wing it out to Phelps. Phelps looking to drive, bounces in the lane for Venonic, out to Powell. Three, no good. Rebound, fight for it inside, and we've got a rebound foul. That will be Grace Venonic climbing the ladder. And Venonic will pick up her first foul and the third on the team. We're going to step aside here. This is TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs, their personal and business bank, as well as home and agriculture lending, and its trust department by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street. To learn more, F&M is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda shall be BC athletes. Good luck this season. Bushnell's only furniture store will be celebrating its 60th anniversary in June. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers top-notch customer service, free delivery within 40 miles, and the best in home appliance repair in the area. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurniturinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. And again, this is TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. My name is Greg Phelps. I am capably assisted tonight by one Grayson Welch, and she is doing a fantastic job here tonight. Part of our epic whirlwind coverage. I know we've got 3 or 4 games going on here this evening. Adkins brings it up here. She'll be met by Venonic right out about the spiking line. Gives it over to France. France going to dribble down, looks in the lane. Busby kicks it out, up top for Stevenson. Couple of dribbles. Out for Adkins. She'll pump up the 3, little bit long, and the rebound pulled down. We got a rebound foul on Powell as she was over the back of France. And up to the free throw line. France will step up. First one on the way, little hard off the backboard and no good. It is 16-5 lead now for South Fulton. And the second free throw is good. Make her 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Her first points in the game. 16-5 lead with 1:45 left to go first half. Phelps dribbles, picks up her dribble. We'll talk about that at home as Hood does the same thing. Down low for Bell. She'll shoot shot over Busby. No good. Rebound volleyballed around. Not that you ever see that in here. And out of there with it will come South Fulton. Adkins on the drive, lobs it down low. Powell says thanks for the gumball, Mickey. As she nearly lost it, Stevenson able to tie it up, fight for it. Possession arrow should be West Prairie and is. 5th turnover on the Cyclones in this first half. 1:21 left to go here in this second quarter. 17-5 lead for South Fulton. And Adkins walks it up to the timeline, looking at Venonic as they're waiting for cutters. Lobs it out to France, dribbles down, kicks it in the corner for Essex to Busby. Attacked by Phelps, shoots it on the way, no good. Rebound. Grace Venonic is right there for the defensive rebound. Hood going to dribble it up on the fast break, throws it up off the backboard and gets it to go with the kiss. A little smooch off glass, always a good thing. 17-7 cuts the lead to 10. 47 seconds. We'll see if Coach Carl Beebe tries to work it for one as they try to get it in. Nope, they turned it over. And that's going to give it back over to West Prairie. Coming out of there with it is Hood. She'll get it across half court as we count down to 30 seconds left. Venonic holds it above her head to Phelps. She'll put it on the floor, fires it, stolen away by Adkins. Powell and Phelps giving chase. Adkins up and in with the layup. Her first 2 on the evening and makes it 19-7. Back comes Venonic. 15 seconds left. Hood puts it on the way. No good. Rebound Bell. She'll get another shoot shot. Won't quite go. And South Fulton now with it. South going to have to hurry with 5 seconds. Adkins dribbling up the court. And they're going to whistle her for a double dribble. As with 2.7 seconds, just about enough time for the chuck and duck. 19-7. Powell readies the trigger. They'll roll it as France waiting. Venonic scoops it. Dribbles it on the way, heaves it, and that will be your first half of play. It is 19-7 in favor of the South Fulton Lady Rebels. We will get ready for quarter number 3. Your stats on the way in just a couple of moments. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
And we're back here at the half. You're on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Country Financial Agent Shelley Poston. You can see Shelley Poston at Country Financial to learn more about protection for things in your life that matter most. And get started on a plan for a comfortable future. Contact Shelley Poston today at Country Financial, 309-772-3000. 3. Let's take a look at the halftime stats for you. Again, glad you're alongside with us. A whirlwind evening. I know Dwayne Hewlett, I believe, down at Colchester, bringing you boys basketball, junior high boys basketball. Kelly Sears and group up at Bushnell tonight. And this begins a whirlwind week for us, you know, as sports going along here. And we are loving it, folks, enjoying here tonight. Scoring quarter by quarter, it was South Fulton outscoring the Cyclones 12-5 in quarter number 1, and then 7-2 in the second quarter. For them. Offensive rebounds and the turnovers, well, it went a little bit like this. 7 turnovers in the first half on the West Prairie Cyclones. Actually did a pretty good job on the rebounding side as they out-rebounded South Fulton at 12-9. South Fulton, though, with just the 4 turnovers in that first half of play. Looking at the scoring, 5 in the game for Maddie Hood leads the West Prairie Cyclones, 2 for Maya Churchill in the contest here tonight. And the Cyclones from the free throw line are 0 of 3 here this evening. 4, the South Fulton Lady Rebels, 4 in the game for Abby Stevenson, 2 in the game for Belle Adkins, although she's 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 in the game for Kristen Essex, Tommy Gorsuch with a 3, 2 for Mallory Sutton, 2 for Rebecca Busby, 1 for Briley France on 1 of 2 free throw shooting, and 3 in the game for Sophie LaSalle's back-to-back threes to get the game underway. Putting them home were LaSalle's and also Gorsuch. Haven't scored since then as they jumped them out to a 6-0 advantage, and they've rode that to a 19-7 halftime lead here. And again, a lot of things coming your way over the coming week ahead. Wanted to go over the schedule of games coming up for you here. We're going to take this commercial time out, and then we'll be back to take a look at this week's schedule of games right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
Helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
And back here, let's take a look at this week's schedule coming up for the boys basketball team. They will be at South Fulton, so the flip-flop of tonight, as they'll be at Astoria tomorrow night in JV and varsity action. Of course, unfortunately, we do not go on the road yet, so you'll be able to, I assume, get a link from South Fulton to tune into that one on Friday. It'll be Rushville Industry right here at Scioto, and you will catch that on TSSR Game Time Live. Let's look at girls basketball for this week. 3 on the docket for this week. Tonight, of course, home here as they take on South Fulton. And then Illini West coming up on Wednesday. They will be at Carthage, and Rushville Industry at Rushville on Thursday, he said as he dropped the clipboard. For the Cyclone Junior High boys basketball team, of course, Dwayne Hewlett tonight is at home. They're in the Colchester as they take on Carthage. 2 more for them. They go a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Bushnell Prairie City. That'll be at the middle school tomorrow night. And Macomb also at the middle school coming up on Wednesday. And taking a look at junior high volleyball for this week. Tonight they are at La Harpe as they take on La Harpe Dallas City. Coming up on Wednesday, they'll be at Stronghurst to take on West Central, and then Thursday finally be home as they will take on Monmouth ICS at the middle school at West Prairie, just ahead of on the 6th as 7th grade regionals. And of course that schedule TBD, the ever dreaded TBD, and we'll have some announcements on what we're going to do for a postseason schedule here. So thanks for tuning us in. Thanks for turning us on. We're going to take a quick break. Be back with the second half coming up pretty soon. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking can take your product down the road, near or far, and also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 south of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. McDonough District Hospital's athletic trainers in the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to help us Spartan and Cyclone athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
And back here as the team's getting warmed up for the second half of play. And again, we're playing 6-minute quarters. We're not doing the running quarters as we have before, so a little bit different in how they do it here. We'll see how the Cyclones come out here, as do the Lady Rebels. And we're glad to have you alongside. Would love to hear where you are listening to us from. As always, fun to hear from our fans as we go along on an evening. Now, I will tell you, unfortunately, I get a little bit hooked into my play-by-play, so I don't always check the chat stream. But please, we will go back and look at it. So please tell us where you're listening to us from. And again, I want to throw a shout out to my camera person, Grayson Welch. She is doing a wonderful job here this evening. We have a lot of high school kids helping us out. I know Dwayne Hewlett, Ethan Hunt, and I kind of handling some of the play-by-play. I know he's got some folks up, Kelly Sears, one of the people he's got up at Bushnell, doing stuff for him here. So a lot of fun to be back doing this here this evening. It will be West Prairie Cyclone basketball to get the second half of play underway. Hood will bring it inbounds here for West Prairie to Venonic, as they'll have Phelps, Churchill, and Bell on the floor here. It is LaSalle's, France, Stevenson, Gorsuch, and Busby on the floor. Powell down to Churchill, leans it in, no good. Rebound snapped up there by Stevens, and back they'll come Stevenson, bring it back the other way. Quickly up the court to France. Now Gorsuch in, nice pad dump off to Busby, who puts it up and puts it in for her 4th point of this ball game. 21-7 lead now, and we've got a mask timeout as checking in for Sutton. Sutton will check in here. Placing Stevenson, 21-7, a 14-point advantage for South Fulton. 5.5-minute mark of this third quarter. Venonic looks, gives to Phelps. Phelps, a couple of dribbles to Churchill out top. She'll wait, hold, swing it over for Venonic. She'll put up the three. No good. Rebound, Phelps puts it up off the glass. No good. Fight for it and tapped out of bounds. It'll stay here with West Prairie. Nice job by Phelps to get her nose in there. As I've said it before, just like her old man, tough as nails. Maddie Hood ready to trigger it in, looking for Churchill or Phelps. Nope, comes out to Bell. Bell, she'll put the three on the way, a little bit wide of the mark. And out of bounds, it'll be back over to South Fulton. The spherical atmosphere impedance test. 21-7 advantage for South Fulton. Gorsuch down in the corner to Sutton, gets it back on a nice give and go. Nope, couldn't get her to go, and it gave and went, and now Bell gets the rebound down, back out to Venonic, who will fire it up to Phelps. Phelps spinning away from trouble, and they're going to whistle her for the travel. As that turnover, about West Prairie's 6th or 7th. 21-7 lead here, 4:50. Clock moving in quarter 3. Gorsuch over the timeline. She'll split the defense, kick it to France, and dribble around there. Out to LaSalle's as You got to be a little careful there. The top of the West Prairie zone getting a little too aggressive. Hood gets the rebound down and travels as she stepped forward with it. And turns it back over to South Fulton. 21-7 advantage. Inbounds to LaSalle's. Putting it on the way as Gorsuch. 3 is long. Rebound pulled down by Sutton. And we've got a foul on Bell. Hugs are nice normally, but not in basketball. As her first foul, first on the team here in the second half. Inbounds coming from Gorsuch. Everybody lined up along the line. Bell doing a good job trying to be a distraction. Into Sutton, over to France. In the lane, Busby puts it up. Blocked by Churchill. Kicked around on the floor, and we've got a pile up on the floor for it. Timeout called by South Fulton. They'll take a 30-second timeout to make sure they kept the possession. We will keep it right here. As I want to thank some more of our fine sponsors, some of the ones we've picked up over the week ahead. The Square Music Company. Square Music Company offers instruments, gear, lesson service, and more, located 122 Northside Square in Macomb. Call the Macomb store at 309-431-5484. You can also visit the Quincy location at 725 North Hampshire Street. You can also find them online at squaremusic.com. As a big night of basketball here, and of course the season wrapping up very, very quickly, folks. Unfortunately, how it'll have to happen. Gorsuch ready to trigger in, box offensive set, trying to get France open in the corner. France, and as it batted out of bounds by Grace Vanonic. Tried to fake on the pass. The one thing here you got to watch if you're looking at the West Prairie defense, getting awfully strung out across the court. They're going to have to be a little careful of backdoor cuts. Into LaSalle. She'll have her pass batted away by Hood. Bouncing over to Gorsuch, who will dribble. Down it comes for Sutton. Sutton down in the corner to France in lane of Busby, and blocked again by Churchill, being kind of the eraser back there. And back the other way will come West Prairie, trying to make a little bit of a dent here with 21-7 lead. Vanonic out to Hood. Fakes, comes to Powell on the far side, down for Churchill. She'll go up, can't get it to go. And they're going to whistle a rebound foul on Phelps. Also got that from her old man as well. That is the second on the team, first on her. And we've got, again, the wholesale substitutions by South Fulton. Belle Adkins will check in. LaSalle's and Gorsuch will go out. Also coming in is number 4, Essex. And also checking in is Coster. Truly, I say to you, it is Coster. And with it, they catch her at the free throw line. Had a wide open shot, backs it out of there to get rid of the 3 count. Comes to Adkins, who wheels in, kind of up and under, no good. Coster the rebound. Another block by Churchill. And out of there with it comes Grace Vanonic. Tried to get it up to Powell. Couldn't do it. And now they get it tapped out of bounds. Lost by France in the backfield. And bringing in bounds, Hood. Hood from the far side as Churchill and Powell on the near side. As Vanonic, a little kind of bump, but they get it out to Powell at half court. 3:20 in the third quarter. 21-7 lead now for South Fulton. Vanonic up to Hood. Hood pops up the 3. No good. Rebound Stevenson. And out to Adkins. Adkins going to push it up the court. Dribbles down. Lobs it through the hands of France. Could not quite keep the hands on it. And at the 8th turnover in the ball game on South Fulton. 3-minute mark. The clock ticks under. Powell calls out the play here. 2-3 zone now put on by South Fulton. Phelps, far side, back up to Powell. Over to Vanonic. Wide open for the 3. It is no good. And the rebound pulled down there by Essex. Another rebound there by South Fulton. France brings it out. Nearly picked by Powell. She and Adkins in a foot race. And Adkins block and a foul as Powell went to go up with it. And that is the second on Adkins. Up at the free throw line will be Lauren Powell for West Prairie. Again, trying to cut into this 21-7 deficit. And they are going to take the ever-dreaded media timeout. 21-7, a 14-point advantage here for South Fulton. We're going to take this commercial timeout on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
McDonough District Hospital's Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center was built for one goal: to strengthen women's health services in the region's premier facility. Our dedicated staff, past and present, delivered generations of MDH babies, and now in the new Women's Center, our staff is ready to deliver the next generation and beyond. Come visit the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center and see for yourself the MDH difference.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Back here in a 2-0 third quarter here. It has been a struggle for both of the two teams. The turnovers have picked up, 11 for West Prairie and 5 in the ball game for South Fulton. Lauren Powell is now up at the free throw line where she will shoot a pair, trying to chop into this 14-point deficit. As free throw on the way, it is good. In and good for Powell. Her first points of the ball game. And second one's good. 21-9, 12-point advantage here for South Fulton. Adkins going to work it on the way, 2.5 left to go here in the third. And they spread everybody out looking for a pick from Coster, nearly picked by Powell. And now to underneath the basket. And again, when you get that zone sprint out, that's what happens. Rebound on Stevenson. As she gets it out to Vanonic. Vanonic throws it up the court to Powell. Able to dance on the sideline, or in line, and bring it in. And West Prairie bring it up. Coach yelling out a 2-3. They bring it into Churchill. Out to Bell. Pops up the three. A little long. And the rebound with it. They've got actually going to step on the end line. They had the ball in the corner. Essex got the rebound, but stepped on the sideline. Hood to bring it in. Minute 55 left to go here. West Prairie going to get it going. They're going to really start to make some momentum offensively. Powell looking at a drive lane. Kick out to Bell. Bell, couple of dribbles to Hood. Hood down for Powell. She'll pull up the three. Nope, long, and that'll go out of bounds. Oh, man, I thought it went off the hands of Adkins. It did. So it'll bring it back over to West Prairie. Hood will bring it in. Bell is out top. They'll football pass it into her to Vanonic. She'll look to drive lane. Kick to Powell. Throws up another three. No good. And Adkins there to scoop up the rebound. She'll dribble up the far side of the court. Holds it above her head. In the lane to Coster. Coster, hook shot, no good. And Maddie Hood will pull down the rebound. Hood off to Vanonic. Minute 20 left to go in this third quarter. 21-9 lead South Fulton. Hood will pull up for the three. No good. Rebound fought for, and Coster and Lauren Bell tied up. It'll go over to South Fulton. Wholesale substitutions again. As Busby, Gorsuch, LaSales, and Sutton will come in. Stevenson will stay here. LaSales will trigger. 21-9 lead for South Fulton. A minute 10 left to go here in this third quarter. Gorsuch over the timeline. Powell watching her. Drives down. West Prairie broken into a man-on-man as Bell trying to work LaSales to Stevenson. She blows past her man. Lost the handle. Powell scoops it up to Vanonic. A race to the hoop. And Vanonic fouled there by LaSales. Sophie LaSales, her second, and Grace Vanonic will be up the free throw line. We've got a timeout called by West Prairie, 21-9, the lead for the South Fulton Lady Rebels. Do want to thank some more of our wonderful sponsors, including the Community News Brief. Community News Brief is a free publication distributed to over 68 locations in Bushnell, Macomb, Colchester, Industry, Adair, and more towns throughout the area. It provides local news to McDonough County and parts of Fulton County every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To submit a press release or get advertising information for the locally owned publication, contact Lynn at 309-333-8245 or email communitybrief@gmail.com. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer our area athletes on to victory. So, folks, as we get ready to end this third quarter, what will happen after the game? We're going to take a quick break, wrap up the stats. Actually, we'll wrap up the stats in the next game, but we're going to take a quick timeout, and then we're going to be ready. We're going to do the senior night festivities, go blank for a little bit, and then we'll be back as we'll bring in the varsity game. Grace Vanonic at the free throw line, high in the air, no good. Vanonic 0 of 3 from the free throw line so far here this evening. Ready's in. Second one rattles out. Stevenson going to scoop it up in the corner, avoiding Hood. LaSales will push it up now as she'll dribble toward the near side. Hands off to Gorsuch, wheeling around top. Kick out to Stevenson. Sends it on the way. No good. Hard off the backboard. Vanonic brings it up. Lobs it up to Hood through her hands. Turns it over as they try to push the pumpkin. And that'll bring it over. LaSales giving a look here now. Sets it up. Comes down for Gorsuch. Gorsuch holds, turns, far baseline. Nice bounce pass in the lane, and Hood going to pick up the personal. Beautiful dump off there to Busby, and she'll be up at the free throw line. Maddie Hood picks up her third, team third. Busby will be up at the free throw line. Trying to expand the lead, 21-9. South Fulton leading with 20 seconds left in this quarter. In and good. That is her 5th point of the evening. Ready's the second one. On the way. It is good. She makes 2 of 2, 23-9. Back to a 14-point lead. 18 seconds left. South Fulton back in the 2-3. Looking for Powell out top, gets it to her. She'll bring it over to Bell. Bell holds, dribbles to the baseline, puts up, shot no good. Rebound, Stevenson down with 3 with 2 to Sutton. Couple of dribbles, has it tapped out of bounds, and that's the third quarter of play with the lead 23-9 for the South Fulton Rebels. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
Sorry, talking technical stuff with Grace in here. This is kind of how it is. This is kind of informal. You're kind of getting me basically as if I was sitting with you in a living room watching the game. I try to do a little bit more than that, but that's kind of how I always enjoy doing broadcasts, just like we're sitting at home watching a game. In fact, a big one coming up tomorrow night in the Big Ten. I will be watching the Illini taking on Michigan. Is that one a big game there for the Big Ten as we head toward the NCAA tournament? Now, don't forget, of course, with the way the season's gone, there will be no postseason for high school basketball. There is for junior high volleyball. We will announce where we're going for junior high volleyball. Obviously, we will be at home somewhere, but I know there's possibility of a game or two at West Prairie, so we'll let you know on that as we get ready to start the fourth quarter of play. 23-9 lead here for South Fulton as we start the fourth quarter of play. Inbounds will come from Maddie Hood, joined by Grace Vanonic, Maya Churchill, Lauren Bell, and Janie Phelps. We'll get South Fulton for you in a moment. Vanonic down with it as she's chased by friends, looking for Phelps out top. She'll hold. And we're got a illegal screen going to be whistled on Maddie Hood. And that is her fourth. Fourth on the team. 23-9, 5:48, just underway here in this fourth quarter as Gorsuch, Stevenson, Busby, Sutton, and France on the floor. Bouncing into Busby. She'll spin on Hood. Hood's got to be careful. And Busby traveled with it. So the turnover brings it back over to West Prairie. Again, got to make a big comeback here. And Hood's going to have to be careful. Got the 4 personals. Vanonic dribbles it up. 2-3 zone put on here by South Fulton. Vanonic wanting to go the far side. Looks down to Hood on the baseline. To Bell. Bell, couple shakes, gives it to Phelps. Phelps through the pass and has it taken away by Gorsuch. Gorsuch in the lane. Lays it up. No good. Rebound fought for. Tipped out by Phelps up to Hood. She has Churchill ahead of her. Hood dribbling in. Goes up and has it swatted. It's one of those you got to get it ahead. As Sutton with the block. And a timeout called there by West Prairie. 23-9, 14-point lead for the South Fulton Rebels. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
Back here to action as West Prairie will bring it inbounds. It'll be Hood triggering it in. Churchill at the free throw line. Look for is going to try to down screen for her. They tried to get it out to Bell, and France says, nope, let's do it again. Actually says, let's do it again from this location. 23-9, 5:06 left here in the ball game. Vanonic holds. Couple of dribbles, comes to Phelps. Phelps, couple of dribbles over to Bell. Looking in at Churchill, no. Lobbed it past Hood and stolen away by Gorsuch. Gorsuch in the lane, goes up, puts it up and in. And we'll do find the hole. 5 points for her in the ball game, 25-9. Janie Phelps with it out top, over to Bell. Bell wanted to go into Churchill, now does. Churchill out to Hood. Hood puts it on the way with the 3. Missed it, rebound Vanonic. She'll put it up, and Sutton takes it away again. Out to Hood. Hood pumps up another long 3. It is no good. And we've got a rebound foul on Vanonic. It's her second. Sutton with the block. That is her second. Substitution coming in here for South Fulton. It is Kristen Essex replacing Gorsuch. 25-9 lead here for South Fulton. 4:25 clock rolling. As Phelps out top, going to apply a little pressure. Stevenson over for France. France for Stevenson around Churchill, puts it up, and Hood has fouled out of the ball game. A little hip check. And that one, kind of saw that one coming as she'll check out. Lauren Powell will check in as Maddie Hood fouls out of the ball game. And up to the free throw line will be Stevenson. Stevenson readies that one. Free throw bounces over the front of the rim and good, and extends the lead to 26-9. 4:11 left to go here in the game. Couple of dribbles. Stevenson again. This one good. 27-9 now as Powell will bring it inbounds here. Vanonic going to walk it up. Looks for Powell. Powell fakes. Comes out for Vanonic. She'll put up a 3. It's good. Ring it up for Grace Vanonic. Her first points of the game. 27-12 the lead. France Chased. Now comes to the near side. Bouncing in the lane. Kicked away by Churchill. And Venonic up with it. Venonic looking to dribble. Lost the handle on it. Powell able to scoop it up. Comes out top for Venonic. Over to Bell. And Bell going to fake. Look to drive. Kick out for Venonic. Venonic to Phelps. Couple of dribbles. She'll fire it to Powell. 3:25. Clock will roll. Powell up to the near side. Coming out to Venonic. Holds in the lane to Churchill, who has it tapped away, but Busby going to pick up the foul. Good position there by Maya Churchill. And then now bringing it down, South Fulton. Lauren Bell will trigger it in here for West Prairie. Underneath the near side of the free throw lane. Looks to bring it in. Looking for Churchill. Lobs it out top. And that one's stolen away by South Fulton. As they're going to rip it up to France. Stevenson down with it. Puts it up. Won't get it to go. Powell. And we got a rebound foul. Whistled on. I believe that was Sutton, I think, got the personal. That is her first and the fourth on the team. Powell bringing it up over to Bell. Bell in the corner. Up to Venonic, over to Phelps. Phelps dribbling with it out top. Over to Powell. Powell far side to Bell. Bell sets it up for the three. The bank is open. Lauren Bell rings up a three for West Prairie. 2:50, clock rolling here in the fourth quarter. It is now 27-15. They come down in the corner. Bouncing to Busby, out top for France, over to Stevenson. She'll dribble it down, bounce out. Shot on the way, no good, and the rebound fought for, pulled out of there by Essex. Stolen by Venonic. Venonic with Stevenson on her in the lane. Shot is good. 27-17, lead down to 10, and not out of the realm of possibility. 2:20, clock rolling here. France looking to get a screen, dribbles down the far side. Stop, and they're going to whistle a push. It's going to be whistled on Phelps. That is her second, and that is the 1-1. We've got the media timeout. 2:13 left to go here in the ball game. 27-17 lead for South Fulton. Let's take this timeout on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Bushnell Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all of your banking needs. Come visit the bank, friendly service, or call 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans and Cyclones. Bushnell Banking Center, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or mdh.org.
We're back here, but the free throw line will be France for Prairie, France for the South Fulton Rebels, as she'll try to expand the lead back to a dozen. Her first attempt at free throws on the evening. As Prairie, France does, or actually I take that back. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. We'll see how these Cyclones play. 7 team fouls in the game on West Prairie. And again, 10 points not out of the realm of possibility with the three. You hit a couple threes, you're right back in it. France readies herself. And free throw is on the way. It is good. A little ice water trickling through those capillaries. As she'll ready the second one. 28-17, second one, no good, and the rebound chased down. Lauren Bell out with it to Powell. Powell will head the other way, nearly had it picked. Dribbling with it on the outside, over to Venonic, out to Bell. Bell, back to Venonic. Over to Powell. Powell puts up the three, well short of the mark, and the rebound, Stevenson able to snap it up. Bringing it up the court. Powell trying to slow her down. And holding it up, lobs it in the lane. Down for Busby, tapped away. Stevenson lucky to get it back. Fight for it on the floor. They're going to whistle the tie-up. And his possession error over to South Fulton. Now with 1:39 left to go here in the ball game. Down by 11. Can't foul here. You don't want to give them the 1-and-1. As Briley France ready, lobs into Stevenson. She'll put it up, won't get it to go. Got her own rebound, put it up. And Janie Phelps tapping it out of bounds. Those are ones you got to grab, kiddo. And now France ready to trigger it in. Looking out to, I believe that is Sutton on the way, missed it. And now we've got a travel as South Fulton travels with it and nearly got it back. And Cyclones another chance here, 1:28 left here in the ball game, 28-17. Powell dribbles it up. They get a pick from Phelps. Dribbling in the lane. Got a pushing foul. That one, though, will be on the floor, so will not be free throws, and that will be France with a personal foul, and those are ones Coach Frustrators got lucky and it was on the ground. Very nearly a try at an and one. Vanonic inbounds, looks into Phelps. Phelps quickly up to Bell. Bell waiting back for Vanonic. Good. Vanonic, three on the way, a little bit long. The rebound pulled down there by Sutton. Up to France. France lobbing it cross court over the head of Stevenson, out of bounds, turns it right back over to West Prairie. Lead is 28-17. Again, now you got to have points every trip down if you are the Cyclones. As bringing in bounds is Powell. Powell dribbling there. Got to hurry. Got to get some shots up. Shot up. Can't quite get the finish. And is going to be whistled on Mallory Sutton. That is her second and the sixth on the team. Up to the free throw line steps Lauren Powell. Powell, free throw on the way. It is good. Powell, 3 of 3 from the free throw line in the ball game. Cuts it down again to 28-18. 51 seconds left here. Second one, good as well. And is down to 9, 28-19. 50 seconds left. As Vanonic chasing France to the corner, had Sutton wide open, turns it over. Back will come the Cyclones. They try to lob it up to Powell, tipped out of bounds. Nice job on the catch-up by Essex. Playing kind of the condiment role as she was able to catch up. Vanonic triggers into Phelps. Phelps holds out, nearly threw it away. And they're going to say it's off of Bell and out of bounds. Bell got her hand in there, but 28-19, 35 seconds left. Inbounds from Stevenson into France. France nearly picked by Bell. Sutton dribbling down, bouncing for Busby, stolen away by Churchill. To Bell up there, nearly had it picked. Here's Vanonic. She'll fire it up. Tried to get it to Powell. And out of bounds, turns it right back over. 25 seconds left here. Stevenson into France. Over Stevenson. Stevenson looked to dribble it up. Comes across half court, fires it down to Sutton. Back to Stevenson. She'll put it up, miss it. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll be over to South Fulton. 13 seconds left here in the ballgame. 28-19. Inbound South Fulton. They can be pretty picky. Lobs it into Busby. She'll put it up, miss it. Rebound Phelps out of there with it. Vanonic going to work it on the way. 5 seconds left to go here in the ball game to Powell. Powell over to Bell. Shoot three. No good. And that's the end of the ball game as 28-19 our final score. South Fulton beating the West Prairie Cyclones. We're going to stop off here, and we'll be back with the senior night festivities coming up. You are listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.